Goes without saying, you're listening to Goes Without Saying with Sephy and Wing. I'm Wing.
And I'm Sephy.
This is a spooky, spooky ep, but the horror stories are never ending. It's always relevant. Dating is always insane, and men are always, from what we can see, pretty shit. We're covering some ground here. There's some elements of like controlling, bizarre, alarm bell, red flag sorts of behaviours and how to kind of deal with that in the real world. There were some very intriguing power dynamics, and again feels very grounded in the real world of like these men walk among us. These are people that we see, live with, work with, that we know. This is a funny one, and also I feel like goes to some very real places. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Hello.
This is right on time.
This is the day before Halloween that we're recording this now.
Yeah, so some may say, maybe when I say right on time, I mean cutting it fine.
Early? No,
Actually,
we're early.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It feels
sure.
good.
It doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got some spooky messages.
They're extremely...
horrifying.
Really horrifying. Very spooky stuff. Very, very spooky stuff. How are you feeling? Are you feeling quite spooked at the moment? Are you having any dating horror stories of your own?
I am having no dating horror stories. God, I'm not dating at the moment at all.
I think that's probably for the best.
Any dating horror stories? I'm hearing them left, right, and centre. I'm just feeling really, really uncompelled to date currently. I actually think that is probably the best case scenario, considering the intensity of some recent events. Wait, so well, I think let's get into it in a proper next episode. Like, this is like we're doing dating horror stories here.
Yeah.
I've had concussion.
That wasn't what I meant, but
have been concussed. What did you mean?
I just meant like there was some really consuming...
Oh God,
there was just a big consuming. There was some
stuff going
consuming moments.
Which have led me to feel, uncompelled to date.
You've decentered men unintentionally.
God. No, men have been decentered.
Yeah,
but they've always just been slightly to the left. They've just been over there.
Yeah,
they've been there,
always lurking.
But I've been majorly concussed. But let's talk about another episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus Christ, it's been a big. We're assuming the worst on all fronts, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, I thought that earlier. I thought it would be nice when we can, in the next one, when we're not talking about anything real.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
Can just talk about ourselves. Yeah. Okay.
But now, horror stories.
Yeah, and are you feeling spooky, or how's the vibes?
I'm feeling so spooky.
You?
I don't want to take it away from dating horror stories, but I've been really doing quite a lot of tarot.
That's fun. I need to, I think.
Yeah, I think
that's
we should
just
do
what
one.
I need. No, we should.
Yeah.
Well, have you got cards to hand now?
I do. I always do.
Just
right
maybe
here.
That's what I thought. Maybe you could take us just for a quick spin.
They were in the shot the whole time.
Nice.
Okay.
Because mine are far away. Yeah.
I have the Rider-Waite deck. I also pulled the Hanged Man when I had my concussion, which is like all about like being in a state of suspension. And I was
to be clear, she was really concussed.
Oh, look, we'll get into it. I had to go to A&E twice. I had 2 different brain scans.
It's not good.
They thought I had an inflamed vein in my head. It was not fucking good, okay?
No, it wasn't. I can't wait to get into it.
But I literally did not leave the house for a week. It was barely got out of bed for a week. It's fucking horrendous.
Okay.
We've got the Page of Wands reversed.
Oh, when they're reversed, it gives me a bit of a...
Should we Google him?
Yeah. Page of Wands. I feel like it's quite a wand.
Okay,
go on. Okay. Something bad. Yeah, go on.
Okay, right.
It's like flop era continues. Good luck getting out of this one, girls. You are perpetually doomed to suffer in a state of... Yeah.
It typically signifies a lack of inspiration, creative blocks, or feeling stuck in a rut at work. Scattered energy.
What a way to start an episode.
Scattered energy.
Okay.
It also says poor financial decisions may be causing present day problems.
Lovely. It's ringing true. The cards don't lie.
Scattered across projects. Yeah, basically scattered is a recurring word.
I mean, we're feeling it, aren't we?
Look, we're getting back into it. Look, we haven't been doing this. We're out of practice. We've got new systems in place that we keep talking about.
Yeah.
We've got exciting things brewing. It's classic chaos in the Sephy and Wing universe, cinematic universe.
As it always is, yeah.
It's all good, but it's all a lot, you know?
I definitely feel... well, let's not do it now, the post-credit scene, but I've liked our episodes recently.
Me too. No, this is also the thing. We've got we've never felt more passionate and good in the podcast and stuff, but we've also both just got real world shit going on, aka depression and concussion, going on.
And they go hand in hand beautifully.
They go hand in hand.
Chalk
What
and
an
cheese,
iconic
me and
duo.
you. Sephy and Wayne. Okay. But I've got a spooky psychiatrist appointment. Spooky? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be so spooky tomorrow. By the time you're hearing this, I'll be hearing all sorts of good things about the goings-on of my brain. So that's pretty spooky. What a fun time to have a appointment with a psychiatrist, 8 p.m. on Halloween.
On Halloween night.
Ooh,
I wonder if they'll acknowledge it.
Well, I said to my therapist, I'm just going to, because I've never met this person, the psychiatrist, and I joked to my therapist the other day, which I love to do, because every session is an opportunity to win her over.
Totally.
And I said, I'm going to come on the call like in full costume with like face paint and like not acknowledge it and get like a really severe diagnosis.
Then you will at least get
some really heavy medication.
At least.
We do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so spooky vibes. Should we just get straight in?
Let's go fucking straight in.
Some of these are really
First of all, thank you
bad.
For being here just for the spooky times. Like, this is also one of our favourite episodes of the year whenever we do this.
Yeah.
We have so much fun, like, reading. Because last year they were fucking insane. Do you remember the ventriloquist one? I think about it all the time.
Oh, I don't.
I literally think about it all the time. Someone went on a date. The date came out of, they went back to the dates. He showed up in a tuxedo. She went back to his house and he had a ventriloquist dummy on his hand.
Nuts.
He was like talking via that.
Wait, that's fucking crazy. Well, you should go back and listen to last year's.
Yeah, there were 3. We did a trilogy.
If you haven't already. This year we've cut down.
We've just got 1 this year. But look, we've been depressed and concussed. Give us some slack.
I thought this was crazy. You know, this is just, okay, so we're going to start off maybe with just some short and sweet. Yeah, just some appetizers to kick us off, get the palate moving. Yeah, get things going. And I have such strong feelings about this. And I can imagine some people feeling differently. No, I can't. Okay, this person said, went on a date with a millionaire who only let me have tap water at the meal and then abandoned me at the club. That to me is secondary to only having tap water at the meal.
Let, I think, is quite crazy.
Yeah.
Let?
Millionaire.
Tap water.
And are they still available? I wonder. Although if we're only getting tap water onto it,
am I not allowed to order my own drink? Like, I'll cover the cost.
Isn't that nuts?
I'm happy to pay for my drink. That is quite insane.
So bad.
Where did they meet? Is that all the information we have?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I know. I just think I actually have a personal, well, not personal in the sense that it's happening to me, but like I have like a really strong reaction to people who like are extremely wealthy and selfish with their wealth. Yeah.
I think that also they come together.
It's quite common. Yeah.
No, I don't think I actually think that's like a trait of rich people.
Always having wealth.
Also, it's a huge thing I've noticed as well for rich people to like dole out like a fucking tiny bit of money and people say they're so generous, or if rich people
but it's
share
disproportionate.
one of their resources, they're so generous, but it's like proportionally they gave you fucking 20p to what you have. It really isn't generous.
Yes, I agree.
Stop praising rich people.
I agree, for doing the bare minimum.
For doing nothing.
You really do need to go above and beyond, I think. It's your duty. It's like if you get to have loads and loads of money, you really do have to offload it.
Cover the costs of other people. Yeah, no, I think you should.
Yeah, no, very much. And I have no shame.
Like, amongst friends as well. I just think it's like, I don't know, I just think it's like richer people should pay more.
I agree.
Tax, it's reparations tax.
I agree.
Like,
yeah. So charge this guy, send an invoice over.
Yeah. And I'm actually specifically talking about like generational wealth as well.
Of course. And particularly like in terms of like with a guy on a date.
Well, what are your thoughts on a guy paying on a date? I feel like this just, because I have mixed views.
I get it. There's something here that upholds. I think it's important to make the distinction between a man not paying for a date because you are not like a full and complete human who like has enough money in the bank to pay for your whatever you did on the date.
Yeah.
But do you remember when Slumflower said something like, no, I will make you pay on a date because that's my reparations for not being able to walk my dog after 10 p.m. or something.
Or just like, I've got to this date covered in makeup, which I paid for because of patriarchal standards, the fact I have to get an Uber back, and the fact that I'm even going on this is a risk for my life meeting you.
It's about equity, not necessarily equality, and it is about being proportionate. I think like if you, I mean, I wouldn't recommend this, but if you went on a date with someone who had no money, If you are a woman going on a date with a man who has no money, first of all, I just wouldn't recommend that. I actually think that is a feminist issue. I wouldn't recommend it.
I think also, like, I've dated guys that have had, like, no money, and it's actually not necessarily even them having no money that was a problem. It was the fact that what they were choosing to spend the money on, they did have money. Because I think the truth was they did have money, but they were spending it on a lot of alcohol, and it was actually pointing to, like, other issues, I think.
Right. Well, and it is about generosity in the sense that then someone could have tons of money, but if they don't ever, I think it's about seeing your value as well. It's like, you must see my value and want to be generous with what you have. I think it's even beyond, like, how much money do you actually have, but, like, just your core values as a person.
Do you know?
I don't know.
I think the thing that Slumflower said when she was talking about this that really stuck with me, she was like, why does men's equality only come in when it benefits them? When it comes to splitting the bill, it's like, what else do you do for women's equality? But suddenly when you have to pay more, it's, let's do this equally. It's like, should we carry that idea of equality through
everywhere
to other things that don't benefit you?
Come on, guys.
They don't speak up then.
No, because they don't care.
But I also, like, just in my own, I do tend to, like, for first dates, like, to split it.
I probably would.
What I don't like is I do not like, I think it's a huge red flag, a man that needs to pay. I've had people before, like friends, that would say that even when they were paying, like them as a girl was paying, the guy would take their card and tap it because they wouldn't be okay with, like, not being seen to pay. And things like that.
That's insane.
That people you know have done that.
People I know, like who?
I don't want to say it on this just because it's all getting
obviously
recorded.
Not. But, like, I fucking hope it's getting recorded.
It's like,
that's a technical dilemma on my end. Is it, can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is it?
No. It was a girl that we know's boyfriend did that.
God.
Yeah.
That is absolutely fucking mortifying. Death penalty.
No, genuinely.
Death penalty.
Genuinely. I don't know what else to do in that situation.
What are you here for? Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yes, I know.
But yeah, if I went on a date with a random guy, I would obviously be like, let's just split it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But once I'm invested in you and I know you and whatever, and if I know that you have money to spend, if you have money to spend, I would expect me to be a part of that thing that you spend money on.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think this was? You pay the price.
I agree. And also money has been, for me, in romantic things, it has definitely come up as an issue, and I never ever thought it really would be an issue. But then when I was actually being met with, like, the thing of, like, let's not go out tonight, let's not do anything with our lives, let's just sit in and do nothing, I didn't like it so much. It did become an issue, but it was more about the prioritization of the spending rather than there was money there, or, like, there was a normal amount of money, he worked, but the money was being spent on shit.
Yeah. And also, like, have we not, I'm sure most people here, I would imagine, otherwise I'd be very shocked by our audience. And I would say, hey, guys, stop bringing the donations in.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that most people here have experienced in some way what it feels like to live with not enough money.
Yeah.
Of course, if you bring that into a relationship, you feel the impact and the weight of that.
Definitely.
Of course you do.
Good. If you're interested in this conversation, you should watch The Materialist.
I just thought that, but like, I thought it's not worth recommending. But
they do quite a good job of exploring all that.
It is interesting, yeah. But it is my thing with Dakota Johnson that I always feel like she's trying to tell me a secret.
What, that you can't really get what she's saying?
Yeah, it's like she's saying something and she kind of says it with a wink, but it's like, but you're not saying it. Like, she'll kind of, like, the script will just be like, should we go outside? But she says it like, should we
go outside?
And it's like,
yeah.
Dakota, what are you telling me here? I don't get it.
I have to admit, I'm not a fan. I really, really, really am truly sick to death of Nepo babies. I am actually, like, I've had it up to here with them. I'm so uninterested in just, like, quite mediocre people being at the top. It's like, I liked your parents, but who the fuck are you? I can't deal with it.
It's
more
bad.
Talented people, please. Please.
It hurts. Sorry, this is funny. This is something that we've spoken about this, things like this. It's almost a moment where something breaks through the cracks and you see a mannerism or something that is who they are, and it just paints them in a different light. Just very, very quick and simple. He impersonated a shark in the middle of the bar. I was mortified. This was 20 minutes into a first date. Impersonating a shark is a pretty big... Not red flag, but like...
No, it's not.
God, alarm bells ringing.
Do you know what? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
What if they pull it off?
I think impressions, I'm relatively anti-impressions, I think.
Was there someone who did a Tweety Bird impression? Can I say that?
Yeah, who was that?
I can't remember.
Why is that literally such a bell? Who was that did
I think it was someone that we shouldn't say any more about.
Was it recent?
Not really.
Who the fuck is that then?
Just between me and you, I think it was the guy who goes out saying.
Oh my God, I think it was him. What did he do? What is a Tweety Bird?
I thought it was
impression?
Tweety Bird.
But what is that?
I thought it was I thought. Oh no, that's like Tom and Jerry. Or, it's bad even
whatever it was, I remember not liking it.
Yeah, no,
there was also someone. I am anti-impressions. There was someone, you must remember this. This is when
Anti-impressions.
I'm not anti-impressions. I'm anti a man
having a moment. He's doing a little bit. It's just something he's in his own world.
Please. I cannot deal with it. It's giving ventriloquist dummy vibes. We lived together at this time. I was like seeing this guy, and he did an impression of... Is it from South Park? Is his name? But I can't even say it. He just went Eric Cartman or something. And I was like, I can't deal with it.
It's so vulnerable.
I hate it so much.
I guess because it's a moment if it's like first date, second date territory, or if it's like that sort of situation where it's like it's all so heightened, you're not letting your guard down really yet. And an impression is very much like, you just showed me something. I don't know quite what to make of it. It's a lot.
I don't know why. Impressions, they make me like, it's almost like I don't need to know what you watch.
Lorne Michaels, it's fucking SNL. Like, give me a break. It's too much.
It just has to be so good. And also, if your joke is going Eric Cartman, it's like, I don't know. I feel like
I mean, we did already have the podcast by this point, so it's maybe a red flag from us, but I feel like I remember winning you over that night that we spent at a hotel together.
Yeah.
And I was doing impressions of all sorts of things, and I remember you were loving them, and I thought, these are going down really well.
I mean, I think you'd won me over by a long time before that, Jesus.
Over, I guess.
But yes.
But almost, what I'm trying to say is, I guess, if they're hitting a reference that's living in the back of your brain somewhere, that being acknowledged can be really like, whoa, you just like broke something open for me.
Tweety Bird
But Tweety Bird wasn't one of them.
I literally completely had blanked that out.
I don't know why that one I remember.
I hate it so much. I think I just don't get it. Also, it's like you have to be adding something to it. There needs to be some kind of layer to it. Like, why am I just... Oh, God.
Impression of a shark is hilarious because it's
How
like...
do you?
I wonder if he did a fin.
No, he definitely... 100%. Oh my God, I hate it.
God, it's funny. Okay.
It's like, were you in a swimming pool? Is that me in year 3 in a swimming pool?
It's just too good. It's almost like the first 20 minutes, it's just everything is up for analysis at that point. Like everything is a moment. Everything is going to be sent back in a text to somebody else in the debrief.
Yeah,
so, like,
just know she's gone to the toilet and said he just did an impression of a shark.
She's written it into a podcast.
Oh, God.
That's embarrassing.
Because also, I like the silliness. I like there being room for silliness.
Of course, have a personality.
On a date.
Yeah, sure.
But that I don't like.
It's if they're already pushing their luck, if you're already not really kind of won over and there's like, it's not really, the look is like, it's not landing, you've just made a fool of yourself.
I also think there needs to be an element of confidence, both on a date and also in an impression. And I think it's like, if you cannot deliver this, if you cannot execute this fucking impression with like no hint of insecurity, don't do it. Like,
and it really
if I see
you
you
one shot.
Blush after it, I can't. Oh, God. It's actually giving me shivers.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate it.
Okay, should we get into some long ones?
Yeah, that was definitely spooky to me.
Oh. Okay, so, right, let's just get in. Just going to do it. Okay, this is kind of long, but I need to know if I'm losing my mind.
Okay.
I think they are, because I just quickly read ahead. I've been with my boyfriend for over a year, so let's keep that in mind. That's the territory we're at.
Okay.
She said, things are serious. We've already signed to live together next year when I start my PhD. and we've got this huge trip to Asia and Australia booked for next summer. It's not casual.
No, that doesn't sound casual.
And it's actually good to remind us of that right at the beginning. Just really
exactly.
Keep that in mind.
Before we
start coming in with the let this one go and da-da-da-da. Just keep that in mind. This is meaningful. And we're locked in to live together. That's an important part. We've signed to live together next year when I start my PhD. And we've got a huge trip to Asia and Australia booked for next year. I'll see you on the surf. I'll see you on the waves.
Okay,
doing
nice.
shark impressions out there. Okay, this is where it goes south immediately. Yeah. He's not controlling in the obvious ways. Doesn't care if I go out.
He does it subtly and more manipulatively.
And more insidiously.
Okay.
Doesn't care if I go out, hang out with people at uni or talk to guys at work. It's not that. There's the other side of him that's really particular, and I can't tell if it's just his personality or something darker. Could be both. Why limit ourselves to just one? He has these weird micro reactions to stuff. If I wear something different from usual or change my hair, he'll say, that doesn't feel like me. Not in a mean way, just a quiet disapproval. Okay. I got my nails done dark blue the other week and he was silent the whole drive home. When I asked what was wrong, he just said it threw him off and didn't feel like me.
No, you just don't like it. Just don't like that.
Last weekend, we were meeting his friends. Oh, God.
What?
And he asked me to send him a photo of what I was wearing before I left. He asked me to send him a photo of what I was wearing before I left so we could look like a unit. I thought he was joking and he wasn't. He wanted to check my outfit.
I don't like the hidden thing there of like, oh, so we can match. Also, why are you trying to match?
No, so we can look like a unit.
Yeah, that's weird. Why are you trying to match?
Well, are you trying to match or are you just trying to check my outfit and you're just coming up with any old bullshit?
Is weird. Like, why?
Well, yeah, right, silly excuse.
What, you want to wear like a sort of, I'll wear a red tie?
Girls allowed?
Excuse me? No.
Little mix. I'll be Jade and I'm in a black top with blah, blah, and you're in the skirt version.
Before we do like an event of being like, okay, perfect, the outfits go.
Yeah, tonally it works.
What the fuck?
He started commenting on my Instagram posts in private, saying that one doesn't feel like you, that caption doesn't feel like you.
Sorry, are you the fucking police of what is her?
But then she said it's never said in a mean tone, which makes it feel worse somehow. He's calm and always feels reasonable, so I end up doubting myself every time. I know he loves me and I do love him, but I keep getting this panic that I'm being, this is horrible, slowly shaped into something he's decided I am. Then I feel insane for thinking that because everything else between us is good. He's normally really supportive. I can't shake the feeling that I'm disappearing a little bit. ...
Spooky.
Don't know if that's just what long relationships feel like or if this is something else. Yeah, no. The bit with the nails even is
the
too
nail
much.
bit is the weirdest one because it's almost like blue nails. Like that, we're getting quite specific of what doesn't feel like her. Like, also, it's not that deep. Like, I've had my nails painted many different colours. Some that I've liked more, some that I haven't liked that much. They're not really necessarily a reflection of who I am.
Thing.
Of like, I'm someone with blue nails right now.
No, but maybe, I guess if you have a very narrow view of what somebody is.
What? Blue nails?
But nails could interrupt that, I guess. If it's only kind of like, well, the only nails that are allowed are whatever. I don't know, it feels very like there's something about it that feels extremely conservative.
Yeah,
I guess,
it does.
It just feels like controlling, but
I don't like anyone telling anyone who they are. Like, I really don't. That doesn't feel like you. No. That doesn't feel like you. That feels very manipulative. Because I just feel like everyone's trying to work out who they are anyway. And that sort of shit just really would get in my head.
Me too. And I don't like the feeling of disappearing.
No.
That's very scary.
Fucking Back to the Future.
You're disappearing from the photo. My favourite.
I don't like that at all.
I had a dream that happened to me once.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was really scary. Sorry, I just have to finish that thought. I was looking at my toes and they were disappearing one by one.
So that's really scary.
Yeah, it's quite spooky, quite eerie.
It's quite eerie. Look how eerie we are. Oh my God.
I hate this. I think it needs to be at minimum a conversation. And I do kind of feel like the prefacing, we're already signed to live together next year. When I start my PhD, we've already got a trip booked for next summer, blah, blah, blah. Let's not write anything off, okay? Anything is possible. If you need your way out of something, you could be at the altar and we'd find your way out.
Oh my God, we'll be there.
There's always a way.
Yeah.
Okay? I just kind of think if you're... it's just not nothing. Like, even saying a micro reaction, I kind of feel like it does feel...
So undermining it to yourself almost.
Yeah, and also by being like... the checking of the outfit before you go out, it just feels like In what world is that so we look like a unit?
Also, like, what are you checking for?
Right.
Are you checking for shortness of the skirt?
That's what
I'm saying. Checking for, like...
Yeah. There's just a lot. It's like, just don't, like, you feel like you're disappearing, you feel like you're losing yourself in it. It's like, but you're signed to live with this person next to you, so just please watch out. Watch your back. Not in a spooky way, but like
that. And also, like, I can feel the, like, sort of defense of it. Like, he's great in other ways, all of the stuff. And I think that all of that stuff can be true.
Valid,
that can all exist. And also someone be manipulative. And also, like, I hate to take it to the
extremes.
Lengths.
No, but it is.
But it's almost like often people that are manipulative or, I hate to say it, abusive are really nice and everything is great in every other way. But it still doesn't mean that that bit doesn't exist.
I would have a conversation with him, but maybe even before that I would, and I hope that you already maybe are, but maybe not. But I would be having conversations with other people in your life, and maybe like the people who know you and maybe know both of you. So I'm sure like at this point people in your life have seen you together and whatever. I would just
what do your friends think?
Just get some ears on that. Get some ears on the ground, just so that we're planting seeds everywhere of like everything is maybe fine. You know, we're not doing anything crazy. We're just taking our time.
Yeah.
But I would have some conversations of like people who know you and people who know more than just a couple of paragraphs than what you've said. I also feel like the more you talk about it, the more you'll probably come to your own conclusion.
What maybe I would do, but I also think this is like maybe like definitely do what Wing just said first. I would say if you're like see how, if you don't feel particularly like extreme about it, but I think I would feel quite claustrophobic with someone telling me that doesn't feel like you, that this is you and that doesn't align with you and blah blah blah. I think what I would do is maybe do something quite like out of character, like almost like wear something that I really like that I know that he won't like or whatever, and like see the reaction, just because I don't like the like ordering around of it, of just like I'm allowed to wear something that I don't like that isn't me, and you are not really allowed to tell me that I can't do that or that doesn't. I don't care. It's nothing to do with you. I'm allowed to do things that don't align with who I am because I'm a growing, changing person.
And almost like, is all these good things about our relationship, is good, he's normally supportive, whatever, is that all rested on him seeing you in a
same
specific
version
way? Yeah.
Don't get fucking comfortable with any version of me, please, sir.
Yeah. I barely know myself, let alone you knowing me.
I'm allowed to wear blue nail varnish. I think that would piss me off. That doesn't feel like you. Okay, because I'm trying something out.
It would spook me, and I do think, like, this is almost getting a bit too serious, spooky, but I do think it is important as a woman, and I also think having lived with someone very close to me in an abusive relationship and seen the impact of that and actually completely lost that person in my life, yippee. Really, really awful, actually. Like, it's actually not something to joke about. Like, abuse is really, like, they're very cunning. They're very clever. It's very subtle until all of a sudden everything has changed and whatever. Yeah. And obviously that maybe is not the case of what we're happening, but I do think it's really important that if you're starting to feel things like I'm disappearing or it feels controlling but I can't put my finger on it, at minimum, like, really keep an eye on that and keep people around you who love you and know you that can keep you grounded in reality and just make sure that everything is okay.
I think a key thing in that is like expanding that network and making sure that network is strong outside of the relationship. And almost like I'd love to hear, or like I guess we will never hear because I don't think you're right back in, but like maybe a question to ask is like, is he just controlling with like what you wear and things like that? Like when you go and see your friend, say you were going to go spend like a week with your friend, what would he say then?
He's not controlling with, well, they said like when I'm at uni and things are fine, or I don't know what they said.
Things are fine.
He's not controlling in obvious ways. He doesn't care if I go out. Doesn't care if I talk to guys at work. Doesn't care if I hang out with people at uni.
Yeah, but not guys. But like, what happens if you? I don't know. Like, what is your network looking like outside of that relationship? What is your relationships with other women looking like there? Because I think these people, they'll have a fucking good point of view. They'll be able to see it clearly, and also, if he's got a fucking problem with that, I think that points to larger, like, isolating.
Oh my God, the best thing the best thing that could ever happen if you're abusing someone, the best case scenario is they're in a perfect environment where they're just isolated, and it's all under there's no one in their ear saying, hey, do you think that was a bit dodgy when he did?
Nowhere else for them to go.
Oh God, it's disgusting.
No, it's fucked. Spooky. spooky.
Super spooky. Super, maybe too spooky. But then I don't also want to make it seem like it's like...
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But, you know, in a tasteful sense.
No.
Just with all the class and taste in the world. Hope you're okay. And, like, keep an eye.
I think I also think...
Follow what you're already saying. You've already said it, haven't you?
You already know. And also, like, I think there's what's quite interesting with getting these dilemmas in. It's not like we're just being presented with an objective situation. So much of everything that we know is through your retelling of it. And I think sometimes we're naive to the ways that we present the story is actually just like telling ourselves, like almost he would be telling a different story. And I think it's like sometimes you know more than you think you know with like your telling of it. Like you're kind of leading us down the route there of being like, I think something here isn't right. This is quite an odd situation. He's being controlling and like dictating who you are and what you can wear and things like that.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like you kind of know what
you've said it already.
You know what you're saying there, yeah.
And also, if you think, like, we do often as well have the instinct to, like, downplay. Like, we even were having the conversation earlier about your concussion, in that you were sending messages being like, everything's fine, though. But it's like, and not necessarily offering up, like, well, actually, the reality is, like, you know, it's funny because, like, in the moment...
an accident.
Yeah, you had an accident at work that wasn't your fault. In the moment of like, there's just so much. It's difficult sometimes. It feels weird to announce.
To be vulnerable, I think, to like say, oh yeah, this something here's not right, whatever.
Yeah. Well, even in the depths of my pits and hell, we get on these FaceTimes and you say, how is it? And I say, it's absolutely awful, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like every time it's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But she was not fine.
Because these things take like a lot to... You have to work the truth out a little bit, I think. You have to
give it to yourself first.
Yeah.
We just say this every time,
yeah.
guys. Okay.
Let's do
should we do another?
Yeah. I love these episodes so much.
Do you?
They're just really fun, I think.
Okay, good.
I just love getting like
big dilemmas,
a story to like react to, just like fucking hell.
We have had since last year's. Was that the first year we did it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We have had lots of messages even throughout the year. Even like in summer, people like beginning of it, like people have messaged all year being like, you could do a few more of those.
Yeah. Well, if you like these, please let us know because these are fun.
And they are spooky, but we could always like...
Yeah, I mean, they're just dating stories, aren't they?
It's all year round, isn't it?
Also,
it's evergreen.
Like these conversations do feed into the podcast the whole time, but like it's just fun getting a big bulk of them.
And it's kind of the... I love when we get meta about... How is this podcast working for everyone else? How is this going for you guys? What are your thoughts? But yeah, having like a different almost medium of the topic.
I would almost love to do like people send us voice notes and then we react. Like,
because sometimes, no offense, guys,
people
I do love you.
10 seconds, literally 10 seconds.
I do see any podcast or like anything I watch where they start getting voice notes in, I'm like, I think it makes me feel awkward and embarrassed on the behalf
I do get
of the person who called in. And that's purely me projecting onto you guys. I believe in you. I trust you, whatever. I just know if I was sent in a voice note to someone's podcast, it would have taken me a good few takes. Yeah.
Well, do you know also... So Lily Allen's old podcast, Queen, by the way, album God Blew Me Away.
Bloody.
I actually almost, not to be a narcissist freak, but I do feel like in my concussion that album was like a gift to me. Of course, at your low moment, Lily Allen's going to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Not many things in life I'd want more than that. It just felt like a gift.
What a comeback it was. What a comeback it was.
Christ.
I also feel like the last episode we did at the point of recording this, so when you hear this, it will be the last episode because it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
The jealousy one and like talking about cheating and stuff. There were just so many moments where I thought we kind of embodied the spirit of Lily Allen in some way, in that it was a real, and it wasn't directly, but there was something about that episode that just screams fuck David Harbour. That was just
and let me scream it now from the rooftops.
Now again. Yes.
Fuck him. Like crazy.
I mean, when you talk about controlling and like abuse, I mean literally abusive.
And like kind of coercing someone into an open relationship in that way.
It's so fucked up.
Pussy Palace is my favourite. Which one's your favourite?
Yeah, it's a great song.
So perfect.
I mean, the problem is they each make one another better.
And it is like the like linear like monologuing of it all.
It's
just
Hamilton.
Like,
it's Hamilton. You're getting
it is Hamilton.
Slam
it's
poetry halfway through. It's getting Madeline. It's nuts. Absolutely.
I love her.
A good old-fashioned Western shootout. It's absolutely insane.
But her podcast, the voice note thing, well, that's on Miss Me, which she's since left.
Is she still doing it then?
So no, okay. Makita and then Jordan from Rizzle Kicks has stepped in. Jade's boyfriend.
Now.
Yeah, quite
second Jade mention.
Yeah, second Jade mention. She does just deserve quite a lot of mentions, doesn't she?
She's a queen.
She really is.
And but they have Little voice Mix. Notes. Did I mention Little Mix separately? No, that was sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, go.
They
on their podcast
have voice notes, and not everyone is a natural born storyteller, I'll say. Some people, you know, you can feel it.
Audience more so. I think it requires a lot from the listener.
Well, I almost think, look, I have a whole thing at the moment about pace, of like, tell me your thing fast.
Sure.
Don't know me. You
joking me, because every fucking day of my life when I send you a voice note, I know we've already spoken about this many times.
Yeah, but you can take your sweet time.
Really? Because I do.
Natural born storyteller, I must say.
You're getting voice notes that are sometimes 6-7 minutes long, Sephy.
And I'll say
every time I say, you better freaking do me a favour and put that on 2 times speed. And for me, no. Not for you. Yeah, and why though?
Because I want to listen to it at the normal speed.
At some point, you're going to break. And I'll say, I told you so.
I like it. I could listen to you go and go. It's so nice.
But you're focused on pace, you just said.
Well, I think maybe in the last few years I've been surrounded by quite a few boring people, and I just think, let's put that on fast forward.
I love to hear I'm not boring.
You're not boring. Also, people aren't, I am probably being quite horrible and mean there, but I don't mean to be. I don't know. I just sometimes think some people go around the houses a little bit when they're telling a story.
Which also, when you're not invested, like, how many times, Harry, have you listened to this podcast and thought, fucking hell, that's not what the title said.
Totally.
Get on with it.
Yeah, exactly.
10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, skip ahead.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah, so when they have voice notes, you like it, though?
No. Sort of just, basically, I would just like to hear our listeners' voices talking to us.
Me too.
Because I don't mean you go around the houses, Harry. God, you get straight to the point. You're an amazing storyteller. I just know it. But often on Lily Allen's old podcast, there would be like, I don't know, maybe quite an older person telling a story, or someone. Also, they spend the whole first minute of the voice note being like, Lily, I'm such a fan, blah, blah, blah. Fair. I'd be doing the exact same.
Totally. I wonder what... Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can do that to us. That'd be nice.
That'd be lovely, yeah. Best podcast ever.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. This is going to be a bit complicated, I think.
Okay, perfect. Let's ruin this right at the end. Let's do it. I'm in.
Okay. It's a bit power dynamic-y, I'm getting, just from the vibes. So is everyone okay with that? Do I have your full consent?
Yeah.
Before we continue. So I, brackets, 25 female, love it, nice and clear.
Thank you.
Started seeing this guy from work. Oh God, he's 36. Technically my manager, but it's not like a boss situation, if that makes sense.
God,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
God.
With so much love. No, it doesn't make sense. Technically your manager, but it's not a boss situation, if that makes sense. Question mark.
What's that mean?
Okay, over to you.
Yeah.
We work in the same department. He's incredibly charming. One of the people that everyone listens to when he talks. Oh, I bet he sends a great voice note. Oh, here we go. And at first it felt very flattering that he had even noticed me. The annoying part is I really like him. He's smart and funny, and he really gets me. He even met my best friend once, and when she came to meet me after work, she was so obsessed with him and said he was so mature. I bet. For 36, is he that mature?
Jesus.
We kept it quiet for a few months, but it started to get a bit weird. He never wants to go out in public together, just comes over late or says he's too tired after work. But then at the office, he flirts with me in tiny ways, brushing past me. Oh, I do quite like this. Little comments under his breath. Jim Halpert. Harris Dickinson, baby girl.
Yeah, literally.
It messes with my head because no one else knows. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
The other day I mentioned maybe we should stop sneaking around, and he said it wouldn't be good for your career if people knew. Like, sorry, what does that even mean? Now I feel like I can't end it because he signs off my rota, and I'm scared he'll make things awkward if I do. I don't know if I'm overthinking or if it's more manipulative than I thought, but it's low-key starting to feel like he's more in control than I am.
Yeah, he is. Obviously.
Yeah, sounds that way, doesn't it?
Sorry, that was rude.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, he is more in control, definitely.
Yeah, that much is clear.
But also I feel like you knew that when you entered into the dynamic, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
What are your thoughts on this? Because I have seen people say that like past 25 it's up for grabs, and like
what the fuck? To who?
Have you not seen that?
No, that's convenient, isn't it?
I think a lot of people think that way.
I think that's disgusting.
They're almost like, well, if she's 25, so it doesn't matter if he's 80 or 70 or 155 years old.
Things like that. Let me guess, old creepy man.
I don't know. Maybe, disillusioned young women, maybe.
And I see why you'd be disillusioned, but is that sort of thinking that will lead to further disillusionment? Like, no, I don't think that. Because also think about how wrong you would feel at 34, say, I'm a 34-year-old woman going out with a 25-year-old boy. I'd feel maybe a bit weird about that. The fact that they don't feel weird about that, I think the crucial thing to remember is when this person was born, how old were you? Good question to ask yourself if you're an old man dating a young woman.
I do agree. If you're an old man, well, it's kind of like, think about how you felt like when your baby cousins were born and you were already 8.
You're not trying to have sex with
them.
That's
a baby. Well, no, I should fucking hope not. Bloody hell. It's a whole different episode.
But like, think about the fact that a man could be, a 19-year-old man could be meeting his future wife that's born on that day.
No, imagine if we were fucking 19-year-olds. I'm sorry.
Psychopathic.
The world would end.
Who is it? Oh, it's I saw the other day Channing Tatum is dating her. I think she's like 25 or something. So up for grabs for all the old men of the world. He's like, I think 30, I don't know, it's a 19-year age gap. I Googled it. Which I do think I actually do think that's bad. It's so, first of all, unimaginative. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
The girl does look
best, it's
young.
Boring.
Yeah.
Right.
I just thought, no. And I think that every day I see it because I see it all the fucking time. Boring, predictable, paedophilic, creepy, and just one more other horrible thing.
Almost in the sense of like, if you had loads of money, look around you on this earth, it is your duty to share it out a little bit. In that way, I do think where like, if you're a young man, or I guess an older, if you're a man like Channing Tatum in this world, maybe it is your duty to seek out
women that are at least your age.
Go with women your age. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that just do everyone a favour?
5-year limit. You can go 5 years down, maybe. 19 might be pushing it a bit, mate.
I think if you're like 56 and she's 50, okay.
Yeah.
So that's 6 years. See how it gets tricky.
It's not. Well, also, like, just I think speak to the women in your life. Would a woman date someone like? Also, yes, you can think of a few. I was actually having this conversation about Sam Taylor, the other day, and I feel like she's the person that's always used as like the but I also think the shit that she gets. Okay, so I don't agree with that situation. I also don't agree with Channing Tatum dating a 25-year-old. I don't agree with Leonardo DiCaprio and the disgusting shit that he gets up to and
gets
down and Dorothy with. I don't agree.
Yeah.
I think it's all pretty fucked. But the fact that she takes the brunt of it because she is the example of like a woman who is older dating someone that like all young girls have been attracted to, a beautiful Aaron Taylor Johnson. Like, I think it's quite, it just says a lot when men are doing it day in, day out and no one bats an eyelid.
Well, it's kind of funny when it's like that. The time that we can recognise grooming is when a woman is the villain.
Yeah. And also it's one of those things where it's like a man that is so conventionally attractive with a woman who is conventionally unattractive in the sense that she is like much older than him. I don't agree with the situation, but the fact that ugly old men are dating beautiful young women all the time and really no one literally gives a fuck.
No, apart from us every fucking week.
I give so much of a fuck.
Yeah. This is a difficult one as well because you're in the same office and he's signing off your rota. I don't know if that was a joke, but it's funny.
What is signing off your rota? What he's like creating your hours for work.
So. Yeah, I guess he's maybe monitoring your payroll.
What does he get to choose how many hours you have?
I don't know, but I don't love. It wouldn't be good for your career if people knew, because the implication there is. I wonder where that comes from. Is it like, does he feel in any way that his career would also be impacted at all?
No, because it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. It would be. She's the kind of like office slut that.
Yeah.
Who have you got to fuck around here to get like a raise? You know, it's kind of horrifically all these old stereotypes are just like still at play. And he probably, the horrible truth is he's using that manipulatively. There's no way around that. But the horrible truth is an office relationship is not advised because it will probably not even touch the man, but will have an impact on the woman's career.
There are consequences, hey.
It's
I
horrible.
do think as well something to, I mean, maybe some good news is with all of these horror stories, it is kind of, do you remember when you were having a certain dilemma with somebody in a dating sense? Or like, it wasn't necessarily dating, but it was like, it was everything. It was everything but dating. It was so intense and it was all you could think and talk about.
Yeah.
That makes it clear who it is.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember saying to you, it's kind of an annoying thing to hear, but I remember being like, if there was a big fucking pit of problems, this is the problem that you would pull out.
It's a nice problem.
It's a reasonably nice and exciting and girl in her 20s kind of problem. As long as you're safe and like you are doing everything to the best of your ability to like look after yourself in your own, I mean, like physical well-being, yes, priority, and also like your own mental state within this, and like keeping people around you who are like gonna kind of help you stay sane. Is this not just what life is about?
Yeah, it is. I just hate that. Wait, so she does like him and all of the stuff. I just feel like
it's a sad.
I don't love the power dynamic there, and I don't love him saying it wouldn't be good for your career. Like, I think, again, like kind of the same advice for the last one of just like speak to your friends about this, because
the friend liked him, remember?
But liking someone and thinking it's like a good situation, like a safe situation, I think are different. Like, someone can be charismatic and all of the stuff, and I hate to be the fucking Debbie Downer here, but like a man saying, I want to keep out your boss, not your boss, whatever, but your boss at work saying, I want to fuck you, but I don't want anyone to know about it because it won't be good for your career. Not good. That is not a good situation. I'm sorry.
And I need to remember that it's not Harris Dickinson and Baby Girl.
It's not.
It's not Jim Halpert. It's not Nick Miller behind the bar.
I wish it was.
These are the men at work that I appreciate.
Like, I think if you do really like him and all of the stuff, you can have that conversation being like, that made me feel fucking powerless, you saying that. Like, that is actually... The only thing I can read that as is a fucking threat. Like, what the fuck else is that? It won't be good for my career. What, am I going to get fired of it? Like, excuse me? And if anyone finds out, what the hell? And also it kind of ignoring the fact that, I don't know, it's just a weird implication that it will be fine for him and not for her.
Your career. That bit was in capitals. It will be weird for your career.
Don't tell me about my career.
Yeah, boss.
Excuse me, don't tell me about... I just think is I don't think you have any... Oh, I hate it. I hate a feeling of powerlessness. You might not mind it, but I really don't like it.
You might not mind
that
it.
That might not bother you, but that really would annoy me.
No, it bothers me. It bothers me. Oh, what doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay, should we do just a few more little... Just a couple little, silly billies?
Yeah.
How spooky. Is everyone shaking in their boots?
I'm shaking, yeah.
It makes me laugh. This is cool. I didn't see this. Your Instagram post.
My Instagram post?
Yeah, it's on the story. Like, some story archives, but I hadn't seen that.
What Instagram post?
You've posted on Instagram that I haven't seen, that's all.
Oh, okay.
No biggie. Jeez.
I'm not sure, but I thought you meant it was today. I was like, I haven't posted.
Oh, that's quite scary.
I was like, what do you mean? I haven't posted in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I've accidentally posted something. Maybe. Oh, yeah, no, that was in DMs. Okay, fine. Sorry. Just getting lost. Could we actually just maybe do this one? Just because I think that, like... It's not even necessarily okay, let's just do it immediately.
Yeah.
I just think this is really important because every other message we get is someone saying something, not even for horror stories, in general. Every other message we fucking get is someone saying something along this line.
Yeah.
And I just think if you're the only person like in your immediate circle experiencing this, it must feel very isolating and like it's the biggest thing in the world and like, oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Alack. No, nothing is wrong with you. Good news, finally.
Great news.
50 minutes into the episode, honestly, and hear them loud and clear. This person said, my dating life is a horror story. I'm 25 and only ever been on 2 dates. Be serious right now. Be real with me.
Genuinely, that is normal. Like, what? But like almost. Okay, so.
Do you think this was Love Island?
Where to begin?
Let's all take a seat. Let's all take a freaking seat. Wherever you're at, if you have the opposite scenario, if you have the same scenario, you're in a... I just cannot believe anything other than I guarantee with all my might that you are so normal.
Do you know what? I was actually speaking to someone really recently, and they were saying to me, they were like, oh, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 23. And they said it as if it was really, and I was like,
as if
God,
that was really late.
Jesus, like, I've so, like, almost, I think there's this weird idea of like shame of like when you should have done things. We've all got it. We've all got so many things that we feel behind and all of this stuff. But I think that was just one of those moments where I just think, Jesus Christ, everyone's got these narratives of what's late and what's early and all of these things. That is like so fine. Like, God, I know people like fine. Jesus, it's so fucking fine. Like, whatever you do, whatever you do. Also, like, I have been in so many conversations with friends where they're like, had been so fucking stressed about like never having been in a relationship, all of this stuff. It would like eat them alive, all of this stuff. And it's just one of those things like, God, no one's thinking about any of this stuff other than you. It really is fine. All these like imposed deadlines.
No.
Take your fucking time.
Yeah.
Take your time, honestly.
And stop trying to look for answers with basically your worth. It's not a question of something wrong with you. You are not fitting it in some way. That's not it.
Yeah.
Like and you know what? Once you're on the other side of this, you'll be like, I spent a lot of time feeling bad about that, and now I see that it wasn't blah blah blah. And I know that's annoying to hear when you're in it, but like,
no, I think that's with the person to hear.
I know it. I've seen it. You make it clear, Harry.
Yeah.
For example, you haven't ever had sex. Okay, the first time you have sex, then you'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what? All of that for what?
I'll tell you now, it's relatively overhyped.
Sex with a man, yeah. Having sex with a man, prepared to be like, it's not.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go to a different realm.
Of all things to be missing out on, having sex, like, kind of
people choose to do this
in your sort of early 20s. I honestly think, just like, honestly, you're not missing anything. It's fine. Take your sweet time.
It's not a you problem. It's really not a you problem.
It's
and
not.
Like, there are so many people out there just like you. They wear similar things to you. They laugh at similar things to you. You'd be great friends if you knew them. And if you knew them, you'd be so much more comfortable in your own, where you're at, your own timeline.
Yeah.
You need to trust that you are not the only person. I can't expose you all. It'd be awful. But just trust that every day there is a new message from another person who feels like they're the only person
behind in some way. Also, this stuff, like, not to get too like kind of sort of like conspiracy about it all, but it's fucking true that this shit is a distraction for women. Like, these anxieties were given to you. You have actually like inherited these anxieties about being behind, not being chosen, not being good enough, and they are literally a distraction from you enjoying your life. They
and enjoying
actually
yourself. Enjoy yourself in your life. Look at you. Look at you. Plus, it really, like, it's a crazy one.
It is. That's the biggest horror story of them all, actually. It really is.
Time wasted.
Yeah. And just like over identification with what you have and haven't done and have not experienced. Like, fucking chill. Just like do whatever you want. And it's on, like, these things really don't matter.
Yeah, I do think that is kind of overriding advice is almost always, this probably wasn't about you.
Yeah.
Like, someone else is going through whatever, or da-da-da-da-da. You are really just fine.
You are.
Really just fine.
Literally, I would put my money on it.
It's actually so true, yeah. Okay, well, that was pretty horrifying.
Yeah,
but I'm absolutely petrified.
What a great app. I've loved this.
Have you?
I always love horror stories. I think it's so fun.
Good.
Best thing we do.
Let us know if you want them more often. Maybe we'll do a poll on Spotify saying more of these. But I will get upset. People say no.
I won't.
All right.
It's once a year. Like, if people don't like it, it's fine. But I think
but
people
maybe
do.
Like, give people the opportunity to be like, would you like it if we did it slightly more regularly? And almost had like a bit of a longer kind of, we had a bit of a kind of running thing of like,
I know people like these.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, we get enough messages saying that people like them, so
yeah, and there's enough horror stories to go around.
Oh my God, there's more than enough.
Horrifying times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you don't hear from us, assume the worst.